Welcome everyone, today I'm going to be covering Diplomacy is Not an Option, and that's because after a long hiatus of not having played this on the channel, the release of this game is coming up. And the coolest thing for me about that is the fact that the campaign is now in there. So if I hit continue, let's see, campaign? Yeah, here we go, good. So in the previous, it must have been like a year and a half, maybe more ago, I have played Diplomacy is Not an Option in the campaign mode. I think it actually has been more than a year and a half, probably even more than 2 years. That only allowed us to access the first two missions of both or either the king against the rabble line, or playing as the underdogs, the peasants, against the king. Now I'm again going through the first one. I'm playing on the king's side, so we're fighting against the rabble. And it's kind of interesting. It looks like we're going to be sent over to the Terra Tenebrosa. There's a cutscene which I have to say this game has very poorly paced cutscenes. I think I can skip this. So let me go to an offer one can't refuse and just show you basically the pacing of these cutscenes. I mean, they're pretty well done if they could just be compacted by, honestly, like even 5 times as much. I feel like you can get the point across without the pacing of this. It's, you know, I mean, if you have time, if you're relaxing and just chilling, and then maybe this kind of pace is okay for you, but what is this cutscene about? By the way, it's just trying to say, of these three, we're the one on the right who slumped, obviously, and the king comes in, he says, he rambles on about for a while, but eventually he says, hey, I need somebody to go on a mission, and we're slumped down, so we don't know anything that he's saying, and one of the guys hits us with a goblet, and we stand up. And so it looks like we're volunteering. Okay, look. It's probably been a minute, and he hasn't even started talking about the mission. Okay, we're just gonna hit... Oh god, I can't skip. Well, okay, then I will pause the video. Oh god, help me! Why can't we skip? I'll pause and I'll come back when this is done. Okay, well, I don't know. It was probably like 3 minutes. Maybe it just feels really long, because all they're doing is giving you... And that's it. The cutscene is all that's played during that. And it just tells you that you got to go and build... Well, it actually just tells you to get on a boat. But what we're going to realize here is that there are no boats. We have to build them ourselves. I actually haven't beaten this mission. I mean, which is probably obvious by the fact that there's no flag going somewhere else. I presume across the sea. It's a very difficult mission, but I'm confident. I've tried it twice and I failed both times, but I'm confident that if I just take it a little bit slower, and I can do it. I feel like I'm very close to getting it done. A little bit does depend on the random distribution of your resources. So there is like a fixed layout to this to a small degree, but the cliffs and the resources are not, I mean, those are not fixed, they're random. So we'll see what we got here, but the goal is for us to build boats. At least 4 of them. So they give us 7 locations, and we only have to choose 4 of those to actually build the boats. And I suppose they do this just in case you have some really good resources that you don't want to block the one of them, since, you know, there is random resource generation. This looks great to me. I feel like this is at least a reasonable start. First order of business is going to be to get our troops out, trying to clear some camps away. So this is I feel like you have to be very efficient in this mission, and that is, of course, the first thing I do is forget to start my research, forget to start building stuff. I think we'll go with build speed, because everything is going to be pretty close by our area here for the start. Oops, I want to go wider. There we go. So we don't need the build worker speed. We don't need to move that fast, because they're going to be able to get to the new buildings pretty quickly. What I need them to do more is just build the things faster. Alright, so where do we want to put our houses? Well, let's not put our house down first. Let's first get a builder's house. And we can sneak this in right here. So I will. I'll just put it there. And let's get some lumber mills going. So let's just put one here. And where else? One over here, I guess. Now, there's not a whole lot of trees around me. This is the one obvious downside to me about this start, is that it looks awful as far as trees goes. I'll put one over there, and eventually we'll get a storage up, but we need more wood to get that storage up even. In fact, there's some wood right there. So although I'm going to send most of those guys that way, and they're going to tell us that, oh, it's all safe, which we will find out for ourselves, like, right away, essentially. That is just not true at all, because we will be able to run into enemies right away, just by moving around. Although this is very interesting, this start, seeing this. This is a small area that can be, looks like it could be pretty easily walled off. And I like that. And more wood. Okay, so we got the wood here. You can come back. I might as well just attack that. So these little huts, they're going to spawn new people. It is in your best interest, especially in this mission. It's very difficult. I mean, maybe I'm just not as good at this game. I don't think I'm great, but I didn't think I was bad. This is on normal difficulty, and I have not been successful, so maybe I am just bad. We'll find out in the course of the mission. You can judge for yourself how well I do. Hopefully not too much pausing. I will be doing cuts in the video. The very start of everything I'm going to try to do here on camera a little bit, so that the ebb and flow of the very beginning of the game is apparent. Getting that extra wood is going to be helpful, but what for? Well, I know that I want to build some housing. This is kind of a bad situation, unfortunately, because I really don't. Well, we're going to need food, right? So let's put this berry picker house right here. It's kind of where I wanted to put the houses, but what I'll do is I'll shift the houses over a little bit. So we'll probably put the houses here, and then either up this way. Could do 1, 2, 3 here, actually. So let me just put the house here. Excuse me. I like to build in this very particular weird grid pattern. At the center of it is a 3x3. And then on the outside, there's 3 on here, 3 over there, 3 right there. One space in between. Okay, what are you guys doing? Yeah, but otherwise, keep clearing out houses. We need to be as efficient about this as possible to prevent them from spawning new people. And if there's not a lot of people, we just want to go, 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 go. Because every night that they're going to build up a little bit more people, just start moving. Go to the next one. Let them take that down. Okay, now you guys just get that gem and keep going. Gotta be very efficient. I like this map so far, though. I like what I see. Is that a little cubby hole we can go through? It is. And I'll actually use that, too. Alright, houses are going up. We have... What do we need? We need stone, too. Yeah, so let's get a... These guys actually... you know what? At the very beginning, the only cost of... Okay, I was going to say the only cost of a lumber mill is people. These are actually free to get up, but since I already used all of them, what I want to do is just force them to mine this to get these trees out of the way, just so I can very quickly put a stone thing there without ruining any trees. We don't need to be this crazy particular about getting all the resources out without wasting trees, because if you just plop something down, it'll destroy the trees. But I don't need to be this conservative about my resources. I just am. It's just who I am, I guess. So let's get that one down as well. These guys are probably hitting the wall. Alright, just start moving forward. Let these guys take care of that. We want them to stagger their fire a little bit. Oh, that's a lot of people. Yeah, we'll be okay because these swordsmen are actually pretty good at cutting things down, but I'm gonna want these guys to not fire all at the same time. There we go. You guys will come in just at the nick of time. You can see that that new person on the left just wandered in. That's what happens. If you're not careful, they're just gonna start... It's you, right? Yeah. Back in. Just need you to de-aggro and then re-aggro and... Okay, we're not... This is not going terribly. That's a lot of people, though. Another night, which means another group of people spawning in all those camps all over the place. Not great. Also, we don't have any food. Oh, this is only night 1. Okay, well, we're not doing that bad. Oh, God. Don't charge forward. Let them come to you. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a retreat here. Oh, God, we lost somebody already. Alright, well, this is not a great start. Hopefully this is not a redo, but definitely isn't a good start. Now we have to find a place. Okay, by the way, I see that this is gonna be a great place to put this guy, one of these guys, here. Got lots of stuff up there. Okay, and where do I want to put my gravedigger and all that, since now is a necessity, which is quite unfortunate, just my own stupidity. Put it right here. Cemetery, so we're gonna need 1, 2, and then at least 1 space. Yeah, I'll do it this way. And we can't actually put a gravedigger house down because I just built that, but alright, let's go ahead and go back.
Moving.
Should not have lost the swordsman there. I am being a little bit more it's not that I'm trying to be like more
Moving.
I'm being not casual about my play a little bit, but I'm trying to make things go faster. And I normally just pause and micromanage the hell of these battles, because if you do that, you do get a lot of value.
Here we go.
So you can micro your way to success here. And it's one way we can get these camps, get rid of these camps a little bit faster. So why don't I, while I'm just building up the very beginning, I think this is a little bit slow. Why don't I just cut away, and then I can micromanage things a little bit more without really costing you precious time. Bringing you back in for the first wave. This is day 4 to 5 then, because this one comes on day 5. We have done a lot better now that I'm not, I mean, when I could be meticulous and pause, I haven't lost anybody else. We've actually cleared out an amazing amount of territory, and I think that this is the luckiest distribution, I mean by far the luckiest, without a question. Distribution of like stone and mountain and all that, but the terrain has been much more favorable. I don't know if this is just closer to average and I had bad luck previously, or if this is really, really good. Anyway, we have a nice wall to the sea over in our, what direction is this? Ah, it's the northeast, okay, very good. A camp that I am not able to take out with 3 swordsmen and 4 archers. Absolutely impossible. We got our barracks up, but I'm planning to put a tower right here when I can get the 2nd level towers, watchtowers. And that'll allow me to view everything that goes on this side, which will be wonderful. I'm going to put a tower here eventually. I like to nestle them into these little corners. And we have our first wave coming. I'm about to take out this camp. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I'm on good pace here. You want to upgrade your castle to level 2 as fast as possible, because there is a huge benefit to getting to the next tier. All of the resources in this game, the higher level resource gathering operations are more efficient, or they produce more. So you can see this stone mine is, each worker mines 1 stone. Now when you get stone mine 2, increase stone to extract in this mine 2 times. So they each carry 1 stone still. Sorry, that was like a red herring. I'm talking about that, but a distraction. No, so the actual amount of stone, it says 380. When I go from tier 1 to tier 2, this will become twice as much. And when you go to from 2 to 3, it becomes 3 times what the level 1 was. So 50% more off level 2. That's insane. That's essentially generating resources. It's, yeah, we don't want to miss out on that. So, yeah, we'll be getting to that as soon as possible. I want to avoid the food, funny enough, right now, because I have plenty of food gathering operations. Let's nestle our way over here.
Alright.
Let the archers do as much as possible. And get involved, and I don't know if we'll fight this one or not. I'm gonna say not. I don't know why I'm letting them attack. Okay, this is still an amount that we can bring. So let's just have them attack away though. So when this one's done, we go back. Okay, good. Alright, good. So we only have a minute left. It'll take them a while, because we're so far away. I mean, it's actually gonna take them a while to get here. Let's go after this one next. It's now nighttime. don't have any more room in these houses, but that's okay. When this gets up to level 2, which is, I mean, this is a big deal, then a lot of things are going to change. We're going to be able to go up to level 2 on the houses. We're going to be able to get fountain, a fountain. That's all we'll need. So yeah, you can see I'm doing 1, 2. I'll put a third one here, then 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be another house in a tight grid, in a tight 3x3 grid. House, 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 fountain, house. And this fountain will be able to reach these 3, those 3, and those 3, but it won't be able to reach the catty corner. So that's the pattern that I use. I don't know if it's. I think it's pretty good, but it may not be 1000% optimal. If I had to guess, I think it might be, but I mean, I sure think it is. Otherwise, I'd be using whatever I think is optimal. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be able to clear these guys out before that. One thing I would like to get as soon as this is done upgrading, but it just takes a darn long time. I would love to get the barracks up, and I mean, once you have crossbowmen, the game changes. It's truly a game changer when you can use crossbows. Oh, okay, we are dragging more people in. Not ideal. But that's okay, it looks like we're gonna be okay. And I wanted to clear out these guys because I'm a little nervous that they're going to come around. I guess that they'll attack the watchtower first, which will buy me a little bit of time. And this is only 6 wood that I get back for recovering that. So I consider it essentially at this point just 6 wood if I lose it. Even though it costs more to replace that, I will probably want to replace it further forward anyway. Ooh, and I see stone there. I didn't realize that. That's, yeah, that's interesting. That's something potentially useful. So now we have a fallback point to our tower. The way I always line these up is on my mini-map. I just look and see, does this make a line to that? You can even, if you want, move the mouse forward. I mean, scroll it forward, just WASD. And it looks like it's more or less the center, maybe a smidge to the right. It would be a better line. So this is the line they're going to come from. In this case, because of the terrain, it's pretty obvious they'll be choked here. They'll be choked here, so they're going to have to come through this area. So I suspect that this is the right placement for the tower. Luckily, I still have 4 of my archers left, so they can all contribute. Losing an archer early on is worse than losing a swordsman. Although later on, when you get to crossbowmen, that actually changes. And your swordsmen, your archers are useless once you have swordsmen, in my opinion. I mean, maybe I'm just missing something. And by the way, I haven't been doing the research. Oh my gosh, I haven't been doing the research. So let's get that going. And this is about to complete too. I'm gonna want to do a lot of upgrades when that happens. Mostly, oh yeah, look at this. I wasn't paying attention to my top right stuff, but I don't think we'll upgrade this lumber mill to a level 2. I want level 2s to be where there's like a significant number of trees. It's kind of an investment. So I'm just gonna let these guys as a level 1 gather all those, and this might be a level 2. I think this is level 2 material because he's got a lot of trees to cut over there as well. We're just so close away from the, okay, there it is. So we'll do this, we won't do that. Who else wants to be a level 2? Oh, in almost every situation, you're better off just relocating them. Like, this is definitely not going to be a level 2. Reason for that is that it's free, essentially, to relocate. You put no resources in the first tier, and it costs 18 and 5. Well, guess how much it costs to just build a new one from scratch? 18 and 5. So you might as well just move it a little bit closer to the resources. This one, I think, could be a level 2, but again, we might as well just eke out that little bit of extra efficiency, move it a little bit closer, and put it there instead. So we'll do that. I'm gonna have my swordsmen standing by. It's gonna take them a while to get down here though, so we can try to do these upgrades. I want to upgrade lots of things. I want to upgrade these stone mines as well. So this only takes wood, which we had accrued quite a lot. I'm just gonna upgrade all of them. Did I get all of them? Did we only have 2? Surprised. A little surprised at least, but apparently that's the case. Alright. I also want more houses. Ah, yes, but not just more houses. You can get houses level 2 as well. Well, since house level 1 only takes wood, do that one first. You can also move your units around in the tower. This is the optimal configuration, right? So we'll do something more like that. Maybe even that. It's splitting hairs at this point, but I'll do that. Move those guys in that position. And we do have the ability to summon our Dark Knights. Yeah, anyways, this guy's saying, oh, remember I said it was safe? Turns out it's not. Well, how would I have ever guessed that it's not with all these other guys? Oh, don't you do it. I might run these swordsmen around. Nah, I think it's better that I leave them over here. So the swords, the summoning of the Dark Knights, that's a good bet. Like, if you have, in a pinch, if you need to, you can do that. If, like, they attack you while your forces are out. I also want to upgrade this, as quickly as possible, now that everything else is taken care of. Once the stone is taken care of, you're good to go. And this is not going to be a small amount of forces. Even the first wave will challenge our ability to get this. And I probably could have... We're not going to have iron at first for upgrading, for doing the crossbowmen. I'm just going to micromanage this a little bit. So we can cut them down with the swordsman as well. It will reduce the total amount of damage to our structure. I just don't want to lose that structure. If we lose it, we're in really bad shape. And you can see it's pretty tight. Pretty tight. I think we're just barely going to hold. Ugh, perfect efficiency. Just barely held. Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, we don't even need to repair this thing. We could just delete it, but I will leave it, and we'll just turn it on, have them repair it when they're done building everything else. So hopefully this is a higher priority. It looks like it's number 2 on the list. I don't even know what they're doing before that. This one, it's a stone mine 2 now. It's a stone mine 2. We can put a stone mine 2 up there as well. We can put an iron mine down now, and I think we ought to do that. Because that's going to be an important thing. We're going to need more people, but we'll get more people when the night comes. We can also just get more people this way. And then you can see that grid formation got all 3 of those bottom houses, even with the 1 space away. We have 4 more days until the next wave comes. I feel like we're in good shape. I'm going to go back to my meticulous pausing and micromanaging, and I'll see you back in a sec. Alright, let's bring you back in for wave number 2. And it's only a minute away. I have not gotten the things that I need to get done in time. So that's gonna be, we're gonna have to use some summons here. That's for sure. It's gone pretty okay for us so far. That's why I'm not lamenting this too much. I normally, at this point in my previous 2 tries, had used summons pretty substantially, and I think I've used it only 1 time in this. I frankly can't remember if I've used it once or even just not at all. Anyway, let's get another builder house going. Eventually this guy is just going to be replaced by farms. But he's still putting in good work for now. I have my 16 crossbowmen, and we have more still arriving all the time. Another one. They are clearing things like crazy. I can send them, they cannot be just completely unwatched. You have to micromanage them a little bit, but they are pretty good at just doing what they need to do and getting the job done. And collecting a lot of coins for us. Coming up against shields and just blowing right through it with the crossbow bolts. Those big guys are super scary, but what you find is that it looks like there's too many for them to handle, but then they just get the job done. I'm trying to learn how to trust them more. Alright, let's prioritize this first. I suspect, so this is a tough one. I'm building 2, which I'd prefer not to do, but we have something like this, right? Is this more or less aligned? I think this is aligned. Okay, so let's move forward. Yeah, that's more or less hitting the center. And you can see we've got a big wall here. Oh yeah, I built the wrong one. I think they're going to be coming over to the right. Now, this is not completely impossible for us to navigate around. We can use summons to slow them down. Oh man, this is not going to be great though. I did prioritize this first. It's a massive tower though, so they do take a while to build. And I need to make sure as well that these guys are as wide as possible so that everybody's working on that. And I think that they all are now. So let's just see if we can get this done in 20 seconds. It doesn't actually have to be exactly 20 seconds. We already got 1 guy working on it. There's some hope here. And we can even have these guys delay a little bit. But again, we'll probably end up doing is just pop down to summons way over there. Because yeah, just crossbowmen change the game. Just, you know, just they make everything so much easier. Even pulling here 2 different waves, I suspect will be okay. This guy's a little bit far forward. Will it matter? Maybe not. But the reason I don't want those guys getting close is... Uh-oh. Oh, we're in combat. Okay, good. So they do have some camp, probably one of these 2, that just keeps launching guys. I do have my swordsman and a healer all positioned for that. I deleted all my archers. They've now become... You can consider that an upgrade to crossbowmen. But you don't actually do the upgrade manually. You just... Yeah. And it looks like we are going to have this up in time. And it looks like they are coming from this side. So, I love the vision coverage we have. Main tower here, another tower here, gives us very good eyes on pretty much the entire map. I was just going to delete you, yeah. So not that we're hurting for people. We have 12 now. And then one more over here gives us just perfect vision. We've cleared off everything to the coast on this side as well. So this is by far the best I've done. I mean, it's the map, really. I'm being a little bit more meticulous, but not that much more. We're just really aided by the map. Okay, so whoever we pulled at this point, we're just gonna jump up onto the tower. I think I also have 3 more people we can get onto the tower. And we'll watch that come. We'll probably still use the summons just for good measure. Oh, I'm so glad. There's a small chance here that they go to the right. I guess I could pull them with us. Oh no. They're going on both sides. Okay, now this is the worst case scenario. Nice shift click. Okay, well, no, can't. First of all, I want these guys moved. I do love that you can move them like this, but let's get maybe... Actually, I want those guys gone too. So, remove you, remove you, remove you. And I didn't think I would need more crossbows, but yeah, now at this point we do. Are they coming? Okay, so we're probably going to want to box them just to buy ourselves a little bit of time. I'm going to do that. So these guys are probably going to finish this off. Them in here. I think that they're going to end up finishing this off. Good, I'm glad that they did aggro. Before, where these guys get overwhelmed, and then we can rotate them over to the other place. That's the dream. Okay, we're good. Move. Quickly. No crossbows, though. Sorry, I was about to say no catapults, what I meant to say, but that's actually not true at all. I do have one. But this has gone very well. We were able to get up 2 massive towers just in the nick of time. I probably will use one of my summons here, and you know what? We have an additional 3 crossbows. We have 5 spots available. That's perfect. And what else do I need to do? I need to be thinking about the economy constantly. Let's make sure that all these storage places are upgraded, because I see we're getting a little low on storage. That one may not be as important. We're almost out of stuff there. It's kind of like a backup storage. I may even delete it at some point. You know what? That's not true. It's nice to have backups. That granary... Yeah, we're looking a little bit tight on granaries. I will probably want another one, in fact, because there's a lot of fish stuff over here. And this is going to be where my farming eventually goes. So, for that reason... So this is 1, 2... 1, 2... 3, 4. So at least 1 space beyond that. Got it. Just trying to plan for farming. So, I mean, there's a method to my madness, but you don't need to worry about it much. Okay, let's put a granary down there. Eventually this will be Farmville. Not yet. You can unpause this. I didn't want them working on the market for a while. But yeah, we should be absolutely okay. I think that this guy's even in range. Can we just focus him? Get him out of the way? Everything's gonna be a lot easier when that guy's down. And now we're just in such good shape. What I'd like to do is just have 1 guy on each tower, just to prevent anybody running in, like this area. And then we are in great shape. In fact, because of the additional range, we can probably take out that camp, and it looks like we can just from our tower. That's awesome. And we'll leave 1 guy in there as well. which means I probably should get some more crossbowmen to help in. Let's get 3 more to help in the clearing of the map. But we're in very, very good shape. This is by far the most confident I've been in one of these missions. I will cut away again, and we'll see you for probably the next wave. Alright, let's bring you back in for a little bit of amazing carnage crossbow clearing. These guys, I love them. I think you're supposed to. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is by design that these guys just kick butt. But they really do. They just kick some serious butt. We have 2 minutes before the next wave, which means we have until the next morning, basically. And I am rushing 2 more massive towers. Again, I don't know where exactly they're going to be coming from. We're actually not even really safe with just these massive towers. At this point, we probably need some walls, because the waves are going to start to get so thick that not even just a single massive tower will suffice. And I don't know, we probably didn't get too much of a hint of that last time because it was handled pretty well. But yeah, that's kind of where we already are at. So I will be trying to maybe just use some summons. I mean, it's not good to plan like that, to be like, okay, I'll just use some summons. We certainly have the ability to do it because I've been very conservative with summons so far. And I just, looking back on my previous attempts and realizing that, I was using summons too often. And it really, oh god, it really ended up biting me in the bum. Hopefully we can get this wave cleared out. The closer they get, it's almost like they enter rapid fire mode. I don't think, there's no, as far as I know, change of rate of fire when enemies get closer, but alright, we gotta back up, because that catapult's about to go off, and we really don't want to be standing there when it does. We have to just back up from this one entirely. So, we'll see. Oh my god. Kill the crossbow. Kill the catapult. You can get rid of everything else later. Kill this guy. Yes, excellent. Okay. We have 40 seconds to go. And our towers are up. Oh yeah. I hate it when they aren't in rapid fire mode. When they're in wave mode, they will kill people instantly. But better in my opinion that they don't overkill, which is what they're doing here. Alright, let's get this group 3. I said group 3 over here.
Whatever you say.
Group 2 over here, and then we'll just, we're gonna have to rely on summons because I don't have enough time to really get anything else into place. We have 24 here, they can go in. Let's get more. We have no people. But that should change as soon as we tick, because we have the nice setup. Fortunately, I built it so that these guys are in the way. We won't be able to get one of those houses in there, but that's okay. Let me also just refine this a little bit. Let's clear out this area so that I have... I haven't even messed with these guys yet, too. That's actually where these crossbows were supposed to be going. But, yeah, we have other business to attend to. I will move my swordsmen to the other side. I probably should use them here, but I will use my healer here. But I just want some protection in case this camp, which I still haven't cleared, ends up being too much for me to handle. I want... Oh, good. Now we can get them. Yeah, so now they're going... let's get that many. They're going to start coming, but...
Yes.
We'll swap whoever, one of these guys over to the side. They might actually go down both sides, in which case we'll be actually pretty ready for them. Okay, so it looks like we want the opposite corner. No. There we go. The priest can stay where he is. The healer. Let's make him that. I don't want them that side because they're actually more likely to hit on this side when people are coming around the corner. So why don't you just take up that spot, which is probably the worst spot. Alright, let's see where they're going. I don't have perfect vision. I want to put another tower up right there, and that should give me perfect map vision, essentially. Okay, they are going over to the side that I thought they would go over. And what does that mean for us? I'm gonna wait and have these guys... This wave does not seem... Oh, no, it was divided. Okay. Well, then we did the right thing. And I'm definitely going to use the summons here. These guys were probably okay themselves. This side is not. So I'll be using a summons on that catapult as soon as I can. Just get that, because that's where a lot of the damage is going to be coming from, is that catapult. Just kill that guy first. He's going to do so much more damage than these other guys. Oh, no, don't come down here. Help. Please help. And as soon as we're done clearing out these guys... Yeah, they were already clearing out. I want to try to move them so that they're not all firing in sequence. But oh well, it doesn't matter here. We're in great shape. And we didn't even lose, we only lost half health. It's really great. One of you guys should have been, there it is. That's, control 2 is now that. And control 3, we'll get the rest of these guys. Oops. Well, that's fine. Come over this way, why not? Join the party. And then we'll send these guys up to wreak havoc on that. With control group 2. You guys can leave, and you are... Now control group... Sorry. 3. Alright, so we're being attacked, but with the crossbow's help, this will be over pretty quickly. And I probably will end up... Oh, I see, so we have food that's now been finished. Delete these guys, get some more population back. Yeah, and we started building our ships. We're on ship level 2. I can go to ship level 3. We do have this. Oh, I wasn't getting the research upgrade. So I did the 25% increased attack rate for the crossbows. Of course, that's fantastic. That's like, you know, making the best weapon even better. Iron that I want to grab there too. So what else do I do in the meantime? I was thinking about getting a stables. Don't be fooled, foot knights. I mean, okay, it says it right there, foot knights. You don't need the stables at all for this mission. You also don't need the engineering guild, although that one's very good for holding off waves. Just getting some catapults or trebuchet, even better. But any of those things are really going to help you hold down the fort. I have never really gone the obelisk route. I don't know. I think that there is a way to generate. I think there is a way somewhere to generate more soul crystals, but I don't. It's not natural for me to go down that path. So I don't find myself going down that path. Just that simple. Alright, well anyways, let me cut back away as my crossbow. I mean, look at these guys just mop up so quickly. This is why I do like having stables though. You can just get a single cavalry and then have them collect all the stuff that you might miss. Okay, we're actually getting all this stuff, no problem, but if we were to miss it, it's painful to send a single slow guy back. What else we want? We'll probably want some more coins. So we have plenty of wood for the moment. I will use 384 to get 12. And what else? Plenty of, I think we are okay. Yeah, our food situation is great, so we don't need, I mean, we can get more houses. So if we have food satisfied, that means we can get more houses. So I will. One last one there. And you're taking care of that forest, very good. Let's make it even more aggressively that way. And you are doing a great job too. We actually are clearing out around that guy, I like it. Because the catapults are going to hit and knock down those trees if we don't do it anyway. Looks like they'll end up repairing that. What am I going to build out next? Should I try to get to tier 3? That would be great. It's going to improve the efficiency of all our things. Once again, just doubling everything. We haven't even used the stone here or the iron there. Wow, we are in very good shape. Much better shape than I thought. And even this one, we still have time to get up to level 3. But it does require 35 coins. Very expensive in terms of coins. We might be able to do it. I probably could even just start getting a little bit of iron, so we can trade iron for coins. But for now, I'll cut away, and we'll see you back for probably the next wave. Alright, a few things happening here, and I see also this episode's running a little bit long, so we'll make this a two-parter. A few things are happening. I got this message, and I've made it this far previously, both times in fact. In fact, this is the thing which really kills me. There's going to be this constant wave, like daily wave. I'm not even sure if it's once a day or even twice a day. It feels like it's very frequently. There's going to be these like mini waves, I would say. They're going to constantly be pressuring us from the south. Somewhere over here. In fact, I have my guys up here clearing this area because I know it's going to... They start like quote-unquote small, you know, maybe like 20 people, and then they get bigger, you know, and it ends up being like 40 people. So at the previous time, what I did is I had spearmen. I haven't gotten any spearmen this time, which... Okay, so we know they're going to attack us constantly from the south. We do need spearmen, 25 of them. So I wanted to just get the spearmen. I have my one healer. I don't even know where in the heck he is. Over here? There he is. Alright, I found him. Let's move him over here, because eventually I do probably want him with...
Roger that.
Probably do want him... There we go. Healing over here with spearmen to try to help hold off these waves. They're going to come and they're going to be very difficult. And actually one of them spawned, that's what I was trying to say, while I was clearing this area. I wanted to get that done before they came. I did not, but, you know, I almost did. We're pretty much done now. I'm not even going to bother getting whatever else is on that side, because it's just not important enough. And we got to get going, because we're going to have multiple waves now, right? So we have... the waves are going to be coming from the south. We also have these guys who are going to be coming from this area, and I technically have some folks clearing some stuff out over here. Mainly, I would like them to grab all these resources. I'm very, very, very close to getting the next tier. I'm at 35 coins. We need 600 wood, 450 stone, and 100 iron. Like, on every one of those things, I'm close. Maybe I guess I'm almost exactly 50% off on everything. I need 50% more wood, 50% more stone, and 50% more, a little bit less than that, on iron. So, because the iron is generally the hardest one to get, that's maybe not the worst thing. And I've actually increased my wood, recently increased my wood production, yeah, a little bit. Just to try to get a little bit more wood to get us back up to 600. Further out you go, generally the higher quality resources you're going to find. We're going to have to swap all these guys down to here. With the one exception... I mean, that's not an exception. No exception. That's just how it is. The negative side of that is... Get you to go do that. Oh, here they are. So that's the wave. Perfect. Good timing. I can actually show it off. So we'll be able to take these guys out, no problem. You can see it's a pretty small wave. Starts with like 20 people at first. It will get up to like double or even triple this size at some point. Okay, Zeppelin's ready to go. We're going to move over here. Do we need... I really need to stop and build. If I need to build, I need to build now. I think so. I'm pretty sure that this attack is going to try to worm its way to the right. It'll probably go on both sides. And this is the point in time where waves are very hard to hold off with a single tower. I am going to do it, and I will use summons. I mean, did I use summons last time? I think I did, but we'll be in good position here. I don't think I have any other buildings that I'm trying to build even. So what I'll do is I'll probably do a massive tower and include some walls to help me a little bit. So let me just think about this for a second. How do we want to do this? In theory, I could go and just wall this entire thing off. You do eventually want to, you know, have these full connecting walls, but for this wave, I'm not sure if I want to do that. I mean, I could do something like this, and then wall in front of it a little bit. Not terrible. As long as I don't put people on the wall, that would be fine. But then I won't have anybody on the top. So let me just put this down on paused, right? Yeah. To kind of explain what I mean. I like to build the wall to narrow the reachable surface area of our massive towers. It's nice putting them all on massive towers. I mean, I think it's nice to have that consolidated firepower if you put it in the exact right spot. Look at, if you don't know exactly where they're going, then you need to rely on this distributed defense, right? Where you just build a long wall and you build towers all over the place because you're not sure where exactly it's going to happen. But because I mean, my system is pretty reliable that I get it down pretty well. So we know that they're going to come down on the left side, then go back to the right side, most likely. If they don't, then we'll still be okay because we have towers on that side. But, yeah, so if I go here, I build that. The problem is that the person who's sitting in this wall, if I put a person there, and I really shouldn't, they will be trapped. They will not be able to get out of the wall. If the wall is destroyed, they'll be on the outside. So I don't like that. But doing walls on the outside like this, it does narrow the attackable area of the... It just basically gives it a little bit of extra effective hit points. I'm going to think about this and build a wall, and then I'll come back. Okay, well, I'm going with a... I have so many different patterns or styles that I rotate between, but I'm going to go back to this one, which is a massive tower, single gate, or single wall, gate, single wall, and then massive tower again. Usually you can force the... I mean, because I'm jutting out a little bit, the massive towers usually take the brunt of this, which is good because they have the most hit points by a large amount. See, 1105. But you know that's not that much worse, and these stone walls only 377. Now that's per tile. 377 times 3 is, you know, what is that? 900 plus 210. It's something like 1200, a little bit under. So actually it's almost the same as just, but oh, okay, right. Cost-wise, you get a lot of bang for your buck. This is 6.3, 6.3 times 3, 18 and 9, and this is a lot more than 18 and 9. But yeah, actually the stone gate does not end up being that inefficient. So I end up having one wall here, and this is funny enough, that I guess those are actually technically the weak point. Now the 1430, if it's being attacked from all sides, that's very low hit points per tile. But since we have these walls and everything, it'll end up having pretty high effective hit points per tile. And that's why I want it there. I went a little bit overkill. I just gotta make sure to make this number 1, which it is. And then these are number 2, 3, and 4, I think. 2, 3, 4. Those are good. And then it should just go in order. 5, 6, good. So we can stop these, pause them. In fact, I'll just pause this one and that one outright. No reason to even make those, since, I mean, maybe there's no reason to make them at all, but yeah, this wave probably won't be big enough that we need it. I hope. And I also hope that they actually come this way, so. But we're not going to do this part on camera in this video, because we really are getting too deep into this episode, so. Let's pause it here, and I'll pick this up to finish off mission number 3 of Diplomacy is Not an Option. The preview of the release, I hope I said this, I'll try to make this more clear, but this is a preview of the upcoming release, and I hope you are excited about it, because this is a lot of fun. This is what I wanted. I've always wanted the campaign. They finally put the rest of the campaign in there, and I'm excited to play it. Until the next video, thanks for watching, and take care.